What's up? Knowledge back at you. Thanks for joining me. I figured that I'd do something on what's the difference between a mixtape and mixtape versus album. Um, on YouTube and Facebook, I see a lot of people, they post their music, they post their freestyles, they post their videos or still shots and with the music, or how to sample or things like that. But nobody ever talks about really what goes into making an album versus a mixtape. Now they both serve, different purposes. Uh, Mixtapes to me, which are good, and it's good to it's able to get your name out there, especially if it's hot. But what about the album? Nobody makes albums anymore. People really concentrate on mixtapes, which is, you know what I'm saying, which is it's deaf to a artist. If you're an artist of any kind, a painter, a builder, architect, engineer, basketball player, which is an art form, football player. I mean, that's the difference between playing pickup ball at the armory or the YMCA or at the gym or on a block than actually playing organized, where people can really see the depth in your game. You know what I'm saying? That you out on the court playing 21, they see your individual skill set, but how good are you really? You know what I mean? At the game. You feel me? So that's the difference between, in my opinion, the mixtape and the album. It's your body of work and your thoughts in an album that lets a person know who you are. That let them know. Not only they see the verbal skill and the workout that you can do, but they see the complexity of your mind and your view of the world. It's your movie set. You know what I mean? Mixtape is more of, sometimes it could be a song from the album, but it's mixed in with a whole bunch of other stuff, abstract. It's like abstract art, and that's also something that that is good in its own right. But at the same time, maybe it might be some things that wouldn't make an album, wouldn't make the cut on the final album, or you're on there with a whole bunch of various different artists. But like I said, it's good in its own right. I've been on one. Shout out to my man Chad Solomon, with the superheroes, black superheroes that's doing their thing. And, one up for that. Thanks, bro. I appreciated that. You able to see a whole bunch of different talent on a mixtape and different versatile styles and versatile beats, you know what I mean? But on the album, it's more of you feel me? If you're a true artist and you're in the sense of that you have things that you want to say and do, you know what I'm saying, the album is the way to go. The making of an album is totally different also. From I'm in full creative control of how I do and what I do, and that's how it should be with a person that considers themselves an artist. On the album that I did, and I'm working on the 8-track industry standard, which I'm looking for that to be done before the summer hits. P.S. Me and my wife, we trying to, or we not trying, we are, looking to move out of state within this 2012 year, and trying to, just start a new up right there wherever we land. I already got a couple ideas in, and we working on the logistics of it now. So trying to get that album out before it's time to go. But the making of an album, you got to choose the music. You got to make sure that your lyrics are complete on what you're trying to say or convey on that message. Your album has to have a theme. It has to have a lot of different things in it, even very simple, minute things that people normally wouldn't pay attention to when they look at the album itself. Music is so digitized now that I think it's very important, like something that you can feel. Even though I'm opening or I'm, picking up an album, physical album, everything now is digital. You can't even feel it. It's not even tangible. That's why the actual album or your CD or whatever the case may be, even if you drop a cassette tape, I think that might be a hot idea for me to come out and drop a cassette tape. Don't steal that idea. Shouldn't even said it, but hey, y'all heard it first. This is January 9th, 2012. So, all right, you come out with a cassette tape. I know, what I mean, you've been listening and you stole the idea, and I'm gonna blast it. But with the album, it's more of a body of work, more than just freestyle or freelance writing, and just putting it out there. It's more thought provoking, and it's more even on any thought. I don't care if if you rapping about politics, religion, relationships, or you just rapping about selling dope, titties and ass. You know what I'm saying? That album, even if it's just about titty and ass and dope, it's still gonna win over the mixtape. You feel me? Because to me, because I'm the type of person that gets past the beats, I listen, to what a person is saying. So if this is what your content is, then that's what I already know when you drop a mixtape. That's the type of artist you are. Versus me getting a big mixtape and I'm hearing, you talking about titties and ass on 5 songs, then I know if you drop an album, I know what that's about, and I ain't got to deal with it. You feel me? So, or the album can also has a song or two about the titties and ass, but the whole direction of the album doesn't have to be like that. It can be on, anything, like I said, sports, religion, relationships, politics. You know what I'm saying? So the album gives, a total introspective of that person and how they look and view at the world, So it's more like their movie. Going into the album, it takes a lot of preparation and time. Sometimes you just have to start at doing what you got to do. Getting the music together, getting your lyrics together, getting your studio time if that's what you're doing, or you recording yourself like I do, getting my own beats, which I do, or make my own beats, taking the time to mix it best as I can. So you got to make sure you put time aside for that. A couple tips, on making an album, just some logistics on it. Make sure that your words are heard, spoken. Your spoken word is heard within the track. Good, because that's the most important thing. Don't, the beat, gotta be tight, but what you saying is what really, is the wow factor. You feel me? It's like the Reasonable Doubt. And Jay had some good cold beats, great producers. That wasn't big when they made the album, but after that blew them. But Jay helped them because Jay could spit and you can hear what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that your words are really saying what you want them to say. Make sure you ain't your voice is above the track. You know what I'm saying? It's blending and it's above. You know what I'm saying? Because that's important. Number 2, make sure that you ain't got nobody influencing the way you should go, unless it's in a way that you feel like, that's a positive direction for me to go. Instead of butting heads, if you're working with another person or you're working with different producers and stuff like that, if y'all got creative differences, don't force it. Just split ways, work with somebody else or do it yourself. That's why I can't, I can't work with too many people. Not because, I don't like people. I love people. But the thing is, creative wise, we might have just totally different ways of doing things. And it happened to me before, so, and no hard feelings. It's just, you can't go into business with everybody. So make sure that what you want on your album, because remember, this is you. This is your album wouldn't be your album without you. No turntables, no mixers, no pianos, software, computers, MPCs, machines, whatever, what type of microphone, all that shit don't mean nothing without you. You know what I'm saying? Really, all that shit ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, without the brain, so make sure that your words and what you doing is conveyed more than anybody else's. Number three, I would say, you know what I'm saying, make sure at the end of this album, if you finish one, if you want to do one, make sure it's worthy of being given out. Because we can all sell anything, you know what I'm saying? There's some good sellers out there. Some people can sell water to a well, you know what I mean, ice water to somebody in hell, you feel me? So, not if it can be sold, but if it can be given away. Because people can sell garbage, you know what I mean? People sell lemon cars, people sell, you know, fucked up things to people that know they ain't no good. So you can sell anything, but anything worth value, you got to understand, people, and really think about this. Anything of value only holds its value if it can be given away. You feel me? And it can be redeemed for value. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? If you can give somebody something and they turn around and they gotta sell it, they can make some money. You know what I'm saying? So make sure, like, okay, if I give this album to somebody as a blessing, could they even turn around and sell it? Would they not want to let go of your album unless they got some money for it? You know, so be prepared to give out some music. Be prepared to, you know, sell where you can, and if not, just give out. If you can't, you know, if you can sell a couple, do that. If you can sell a lot, do that. But if you can give out something, a blessing, because really, when you're doing this, it's about, you know what I mean, for me, but truly when you're doing this, if it's from the heart, and if it's going to help and it's going to inspire, sometimes you got to be willing to let, you know, things that you love, you got to let go, right? So you got to practice that with your music. And really, you know, that's the difference between mixtapes and albums to me. Mixtapes are a wonderful thing. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, you know, it's not, you don't have to do it, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's good to do. But if you truly an artist in your right, and you have more to say than what's on a mixtape, you need an album. You need an LP. Just been really working on this album, getting the beats together, getting the lyrics together, recorded. I recorded most of the album, but the thing is, with the album, also you're gonna have to record more songs than you probably use. So, you know, just recording songs, making sure that it's coming to me how I want it. It's creativity and sounding when I lay it down, you know, basically where I want it to be. So when I get back and I try to mix it, I can really and fill in those gaps and do those types of things, ad libs. So, you know, just really concentrating on the writing process, the beat selection, the beat making, you know, and listening to, you know, a lot of old music, even John Lennon, the Beatles. I mean, I'm listening to everything because I don't know what I'm gonna use on here. I don't know what I'm gonna come up with. Could be like 5-second loop and it'd be hot with a beat. So, and it got that emotion that I'm looking for. So, you know, so that's what I'm doing right now. Next time, be getting with you real soon. Maybe next time I go ahead and drop maybe a leak of one of the songs. And, you know, just thanks for listening, for watching. Follow your dream. The end of my message is always follow your dream. No matter what you do, you're never too old to do anything. Because once you stop doing what you want to do, you're going to be doing what everybody else wants you to do. Feel me? You got to exercise this brain and keep it focused on, you know, keep it focused on your growth. You know what I'm saying? You're never too old to do nothing. Those who stop doing what they want to do, or they feel like they too old to do something that's off the wall, or you know what I mean, spiritually, or, you know, mentally or emotionally awakening for them, they feel like some other people gonna look at them weird. But you weird if you don't. You feel me? So if you want to be normal like everybody else, be normal. Before us people, you know what I'm saying, that are, you know, what they call, you know, pipe dreaming or whatever, it ain't that. It's more about making a difference. And if it's only making a difference in one person's life, could be just your child's life, or your friends, or your cousin, even your mom's. You never know who it could be. You done your job. So knowledge, you know what I mean, all about changing your life and perspective and the way of doing things, you know what I mean? So, hey, get with me, stay with me. Third day, 6 feet deep, hard drive, MacBook music, one-man band. Get at you. Peace.